as being very useful in helping me pick safer self-care and cleaning products for my home. So basically, starting late last year, my mom inspired me to start buying safer products. And as I started researching different products, I, thanks to my husband, came across this very, very helpful website. So I wanted to share it with you in case you haven't heard of it. I think it's been around. I just didn't know about it until recently. So it's called the EWG, and this is what their homepage looks like. If you go to this part right here where it says Consumer Guides, then it tells you, it shows you, different databases that they have. They have one specifically for skincare products, one for sunscreen, and one for cleaning products. To be honest, I haven't looked at the other ones they have. Let me tell you a bit about the EWG. This is just straight off Wikipedia, but it stands for the Environmental Working Group, and it is an American activist group that specializes in research and advocacy in the areas of agricultural subsidies, toxic chemicals, drinking water pollutants, and corporate accountability. So, I'll give you an example, real life example of the way I found it to be so useful. So one of the products that I used to use regularly in the past was this sunscreen. And so when you go to the database on the EWG website, it tells you what basically like safety score your product has. So as you can see, the sunscreen that I thought was really good and safe to use every day is actually not that safe. So basically, the lower the score, the better, right? The 0 score, it's just products that are EWG certified. And then products that score 1 or 2 are also really safe. And then of course, the higher the score, the less safe the product is. And the thing that I like about their breakdown is not only does it tell you the safety score, but it tells you the health concerns in that product. So for example, this product has a moderate concern for cancer and developmental and reproductive toxicity, but a high concern for allergies, immunotoxicity, and use of restrictions. And then down here under ingredient scores, it breaks down every specific ingredient in that product, and it tells you the score of each individual ingredient. So as you can see, for example, that sunscreen has a lot of ingredients that are completely safe, right? All of the ones that have a green score. But then some of the ingredients, like this one, for example, I don't even know what that is, C1519 alkane. It's not as safe. This one also not as safe. Look, this one has a 5, which is a pretty high unsafe score, right? And so I just find it so informative and so useful. So I really wanted to share that with you. So anyway, for the past few months, I have been working on replacing some of the products that I used to use that had a very high unsafe score on the website for products that have a lower, a more safe score on the website. So I will show you. I'm gonna go in order from the back to the front. So I'll start with this one. this is the new shower gel that I'm using. And I think most of these products I've been using for, at the very least, maybe some like 9 months now, 10 months, almost a year. I basically started changing most of my products like around early fall last year. Not that I'm recommending any of these. Of course, you know, you can do your own research and pick the products that are right for you. But I've really been liking all of these. So anyway, this one is my new shower gel, and it's from the brand Attitude. Let's see what it says, because I think it has a, let's see, oh, coconut and wild berries. That is the scent, coconut and wild berries. And as you can see, the product itself has the logo. That means it is EWG certified, which is this one right here. It smells very, very mild and neutral, but still really good. Something that I have found actually with most of these products that have like a high unsafe score is that fragrances are often what makes them unsafe. And then I was reading this article about how basically like companies trained us to think that clean means it smells like a particular fragrance, when in reality clean is clean. It doesn't mean it has to smell like, you know, like a product or like a particular fragrance. So yeah, but this one I really, really like. It's very gentle on the skin, and I'm gonna show you its page on the EWG website. So this is it, and as you can see, it's EWG certified. That's it, and then it tells you all of the different ingredients it has, why they're included in the product, and why they're safe. So if you're looking into a safer body wash or shower gel alternative, I recommend this one. The next one I'll show you is my shampoo and conditioners. If you saw my hair play video, you might have noticed that around a year ago I was using Pantene products on my hair. And when I looked those up, unfortunately, as much as I like their scent and how they made my hair feel, they, you know, had a pretty high unsafe score. So I decided to change both of those as well for Avalon Organics products. I did look up different products from the same brand, Avalon Organics, and this is why I was telling you that the fragrances is often what makes a product not as safe as it could be. This same brand has a shampoo that looks just the same but with a different fragrance that has a pretty unsafe score. But for example, the lavender one, their lavender fragrance of this same brand was EWG certified. So, you know, you like it makes a difference. Even within the brand, it's not like, oh, this brand is completely safe and this brand is not. Like sometimes even within a brand you can find great or not so great products. So anyway, I'm getting the Avalon Organics Revitalizing Lavender Shampoo. It says smooth, shiny, touchably soft results for normal to dry hair. This is a different one, NSF certified. I don't think it has the EWG on this particular brand, but I'll show you the website because it is. And even though I'm very, very picky with my hair care products, as you can see, these video so far. I do like the shampoo better than the conditioner, I'll be honest. The conditioner, I used to be able to just get away with using a teensy bit of conditioner before for my hair to, be like easy to brush and not as tangled and softer. I do have to use quite a bit of this one, but it works anyway, even if I have to use a bit more of it. But this one does have the EWG logo on it. This is the conditioner, same brand, Avalon Organics, revitalizing lavender as well, and it smells pretty similar to the shampoo. Let me show you the websites. I'm hoping my table is not too loud. Okay, so this is the website for the shampoo, and as you can see, it's EWG certified. Same thing, it has a complete ingredient list where you can click on each particular ingredient, and it gives you more information. And then this is the one for the conditioner, also EWG certified, and again it has a breakdown of the ingredient list. Something interesting that I've seen is sometimes even the same company, even the same product of the same company has different, what do they call it? Like recipe. I don't know if they call it recipe, but basically like a different recipe. And so sometimes the website will say, well, if you got this product from this company with the 2015 recipe, it used to be safe, but now the same product from the same company with the 2026 recipe, not as safe anymore. So that I thought was super interesting. Okay, I'll keep going with sunscreens. So these two, my husband helped me find good replacements for the one I used to use, which was not as safe. This one is the Native SPF 30 Mineral Sun Care with zinc oxide. It's vanilla, milk, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. Shea. Unsure. But my husband, he is quite a bit older than me. We have a 12-year gap, and he looks my same age. Like everyone, all of my friends and family who have met him, they have all thought that we're the same age, and he swears it's all thanks to wearing sunscreen every single day. I have seen my husband lather himself in sunscreen before taking like an overnight flight. So, I have very much gotten into wearing sunscreen and being more responsible wearing sunscreen since meeting him. So this is one that I use mainly like on my arms and neck, and then he also got me Well People sunscreen, which is tinted, so I wear this one on my face. What shade is this? This is the 1C. Not sure if you're interested. And this one is also Biotint SPF 30 Tinted Moisturizer. So these two have been a better alternative to the one I had before. And oops, I guess I didn't sunscreen, the Native SPF 30, and as you can see, it has a score of 2, so not as good as if it were EWG certified, but way better than the one I was using before, which was a 6, right? And then going down, you can see the specific concerns it has. So concerns for allergies and immunotoxicity, and it tells you the specific ingredient that makes it rank a 2. And as you can see, do you see what I've been noticing? It's the fragrance. Isn't that so interesting? And then I've been asking myself, I'm like, why do products like a sunscreen even need a fragrance, you know? Like, of course I get if you're like buying perfume, or maybe even like if you have like product to like mop your floors, or like the soap you use for the washing machine, laundry detergent. You know, I understand that some products you may want fragrances on them, but I'm pretty sure most people would be okay with a sunscreen that has no fragrance, right? So that's a bit frustrating. So anyway, that is the Native one, and then this is the Well the People. Well, no, Well the People. I was thinking of We the People. Well People, it's EWG. I was saying certified. They call it verified. Verified, my bad. And then it tells you all of the ingredient list and why all of those ingredients are safe. And you can click on any of them to get more information on each individual ingredient. Okay. Next, I will show you my body lotion. This one, I have been getting the same brand as my shower gel, which is Attitude, also Super Leaves, and right here you can see the EWG verified logo. This one is body lotion, unscented, extra gentle. It says dermatologically tested. And, you know, I've been pretty curious to know where all of these are from. Oh, it looks like it's Canadian. It says Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Okay, so Canadian product. This one is really, really good. It does not smell like anything. But my skin is quite dry. Like really, really dry, especially I think in the winter when the heat is on and it just like dries up the environment. And this has been helping me a lot during those seasons. I'm sort of curious now where these ones are from. Let's see. Oh, it says manufactured by, let me see if I can show you. Manufactured by the Heinz Celestial Group in Hoboken, New Jersey. So, oh, that's so interesting. It says made in Canada with globally sourced materials. Okay, so maybe American company, but manufactured in Canada. Wow. Okay, Canada for the win. You know, I do feel like other countries sort of like have better restrictions in terms of their products and the ingredients that self-care or even food products are allowed to have. You would not believe how many times it has happened to me that I have traveled to the UK to visit my husband's family, and while there I purchase, let's say like a cereal that is the same cereal I eat here in the US. Like same brand, same flavor and everything. But then the one there tastes a bit different. And when I look at the ingredients are way safer than the ones here. Like way less sugar and stuff like that. So a lot of times I think, maybe like UK products or Canadian products might be a good choice. Okay, so this is the page for the Attitude body lotion. It's EWG verified, and you can see, I like that it even tells you when it was last updated, because like I said, companies a lot of times they update the recipe for their products. So I do like that the website sort of like keeps the pages updated so that you know if the product continues to be safe or not. Unfortunately, I do think a lot of companies start out with good intentions, making a product that is really safe, and then somewhere along the line they decide to cut manufacturing costs, and sometimes that comes at the cost of how safe the product is. Okay, the next one I will show you is the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Pure Castile Magic Soap Baby Unscented. I already ran out, I need to repurchase, but this one I originally bought for my mom, and she really liked it, so I decided to try it out. At first, when I was looking at Dr. Bronner's products, which by the way, this company has great, very safe products, but I thought it was funny because so many of their products say things like 18-in-1, 20-in-1, 30-in-1, and I thought that's so funny. But remember the article I told you I read? In that same article, they were saying that, these companies, the companies that make self-care and cleaning products, they have conditioned us to think that we need a different soap for our face, and a different one for our hands, and a different one for our body, and a different one for the floor, and a different one for the dishes, and a different one for our clothes. When in reality, a cleaning agent is a cleaning agent, regardless of what it is that you're cleaning, right? And if you have a gentle and safe product like this one, then you can very much use it for whatever it is you need to clean. So my mom was using this for like everything and anything she really needed to clean, and it worked really well. It has a very mild scent, not like scent, like fragrance, like to make it smell good, just like a natural smell of the cleaning product. But yeah, she really liked the Dr. Bronner's brand. She liked it so much that she actually has purchased, I think, 2 others of their products. She purchased their soap bar, which is the one she actually uses like for her body, and then she got a purple one as well. I can't remember the name of that one, but she has liked all of the products she has tried from this brand, and I'll show you their page right here. And as you can see, this one is also EWG verified. I think most of their products are, so if you're looking for like a super safe bet, I would say like this brand. I think I didn't see any of their products that were not EWG verified. Some other companies, it's more like hit or miss, like some are safe and some not so much. And okay, so mostly what I showed you today were self-care products, because that's mostly what I have gotten to replace as of yet. This one is really like the only maybe like cleaning product that I have tried so far, mainly because I'm not big on waste, so I'm sort of waiting until like I run out of the things that I currently have before I like repurchase. And unfortunately all of the websites, all of the pages I showed you so far were from the skincare database from the EWG. But if you go to their cleaning products database, then you can input cleaning products. Because if you tried to input cleaning products in the other databases, they won't come up. So you have to do them here. So like for example, like let's say you use, I don't know, Tide. Then you can input just like, I just typed in Tide, and then it shows me all of their cleaning products and then the rating that they have, right? And they have a different type of rating than the skincare products. So they have, instead of numbers, they have it by letters, but basically the same principle applies. If it's EWG verified, then those are the safest ones. The green ones are safer, and then the further down that you go, as the color of the products gets yellow or orange or red, then the less safe they are. And if you click on any one of these products, it tells you the specific breakdown of the ingredients. And let me see. And which of their ingredients are the least safe. So right here you can see, for example, all of the ingredients for this product and the ones that, and the rating, the specific rating for each of the ingredients. Okay, and last, I did want to share the brand that I used to replace my deodorant. The only thing is I left it for last because this brand doesn't even come up in the EWG website yet. So I don't necessarily want to like recommend it, but I wanted to replace my deodorant because my deodorant was one of the products that I was using that ranked the highest on like the unsafety scale, and I decided to try these fuzzy ones. These are actually just they're just sample sizes. I got 3 samples from them, but I got them from a friend of mine who is also very much into like the safe products like world, and she had struggled a lot finding a really good deodorant replacement because sometimes the natural stuff maybe it doesn't clean as much, or it doesn't work as much, or whatever. But she highly recommended the fuzzy ones, which are made in the UK, and I have been trying them since like last summer. I got 3 samples and they haven't run out. This is actually still the first one. It has lasted me close to a year. So these are really good. Their actual website lists all of the ingredients that they have, and it is pretty safe. So, and it smells really, really good. The three different samples I got were all different. I was gonna say flavors, were all different scents. This one is coconut and milk. That's the scent. And I really liked it. This is the scent I like the most, which is why I started with this one. But maybe you'd like to check it out in case you're struggling, like my friend and I, to find good replacements for your deodorant. So yeah, there you have it, friends. I hope this was interesting or useful. I'm not sure if you were familiar with the EWG website, but if you were not, then it is a great resource to use in case you're interested in finding some safer alternatives to daily products that you have in your home. So yeah, I hope you found this video interesting or informative, and if not,